So you all know how hot the real estate market is in the US and Miami as well. That's where I'm from. That's what I talk about a lot. And a lot of people ask me, how does the luxury real estate market compare to that? So for those of you that wanted to see an overview of the regular Miami-Dade County market, I did that not long ago. So if you're on a podcast, you can hear a prior podcast or any other social media platform that you're seeing it on, you'll see that as well. So today I'm going to go into a deep dive of the Miami-Dade County real estate market. I'm going to compare January 1st to June 28th, 2020 to the same time this year, January 1st, 2021 to June 28th, 2021. And the reason I'm not going to June 30th is because today's June 29th, and we haven't completed today. So I want to make it apples to apples. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm going to break it down a few different ways. The first way is I'm going to do combined. And when I say luxury market, I'm going to say it's going to be $1 million or more. Every market has, different price points for luxury. And in Miami, usually it's about $1 million or more. I know in some other markets, it's way higher than that. Like if you're in Silicon Valley or some other places, or New York City, Manhattan, $1 million won't be the luxury market. And I know some other places, like if you go to Iowa or Wyoming or some other areas of the country or Tampa, $1 million would probably be higher than where the luxury market starts. But just to make it easy, in Miami-Dade County, I'm going to do $1 million plus. So first, I'm going to start with combined sales and a few other different pieces of criteria, meaning single family homes and condos, townhouse, villas. And then I'm going to break it down into just single family homes. And then I'm going to break it down in just to, the attached homes or like condos, single family homes, villas, etc. So let me share my screen. I spent a lot of time creating this data yesterday. I wanted to make sure it was right. I didn't want to just, press a button and click and make sure the data is right. I really spent time doing this. Actually, I went to bed around 2 a.m. to make sure I'd have it ready for today. So let me share my screen with you. Okay, so this is the mid-year Miami luxury market comparison. And I just wanted to tell you, don't worry about getting this data. I'm going to share a link to it so you can just pay attention to what I'm saying, and you don't have to if you're one of these data-driven people, you're pausing it to write stats or doing screenshots. No need to do that. I'm going to have a link and it's going to share the exact information that you're looking at. It's probably going to look a little bit better than the way you're seeing it right now. So anyways, single family homes. So just so you could see how I broke it down, this is 2020, January 1st to June 28th, 2020, January 1st, June 28th, 2021. And then this is combined single family homes, condos, and townhomes. And then I broke it down to 1 million, 5 million, 1 million plus. So this will be all of them that are $1 million or more. This will be all of them that are 5 million or more, all that are 10 million or more, all that are 20 million or more, all that are 30 million or more. Sorry to keep, saying the same thing, but just want to make sure that we understand what I'm doing. Then I'm also, just because we're curious, the highest price sale during that time. And another question that people ask me for $1 million, so these luxury homes that are being sold, what percent actually are cash and what percent are financed? So I broke that down as well. So let's start. So last year in 2020, 1 million, so basically the first 6 months of last year, for $1 million homes, there were 769 sold. Obviously, during that time, there was COVID. We were shut down for a bit. So you want to take away some of that. But, that's only a couple months. And also, the reason we're looking at this data is for trends more than anything. It's not to get that specific exact number, but it's to get a trend. So it was 769 last year. We have $3,008 million homes sold in the first 6 months of the year. So that's almost 4 times the amount. So that's huge. If we go to 5 million or more, there were 55. And look at this. This is like exponentially better. It's crazy. It's 366 that were 5 million or more. So while you're hearing me talk about this, let me give you a reason why. Why is it so much hotter? Obviously we hear on the news all the time, over and over, how busy the market is. And, for South Florida, for Miami-Dade County, the majority of our people that are coming here from out of town are coming from New York. They're coming from Chicago. They're coming from Boston. They're coming from California. There are multiple areas that people are coming to Miami for, and it's usually tax reasons. So the people that have a lot of money are going to be the ones that are coming here for tax reasons, typically. Obviously, there are other reasons and other factors. People want better weather. They want to get cheaper homes for the money. They want to get more space for the money. There are multiple reasons, and for every area, it's a little bit different, and every individual, it's a little bit different. But the bottom line is people are coming here to save money on taxes. And the people that are coming here to save money on taxes are the more affluent people. They're the wealthier people, because if someone is making like 60 or 80,000 a year, they're not gonna move here typically to save on taxes. Because yeah, there will be savings, but it's not going to be like life savings or worth it savings to move. So anyways, so with that said, we have richer people coming here that are buying more expensive homes so they can save taxes. So that's breaking it down a bit. That's why you're going to see more higher priced homes selling. So the 5 million, it was almost 7 times as much as was sold a year before. 10 million or more. This is like a ridiculous stat. There were 14 sold last year, 10 million or more. And this year we have 132, almost 10 times the amount. Huge numbers. 20 million or more. This is ridiculous too. Ridiculously good, I guess, for a luxury real estate agent in Miami like me and the team. So it helps. So there were 20 million or more. There were only 2 sold last year in the first 6 months. 23 sold for the first 6 months, almost 12 times as much. 30 million or more. There were 2 sold last year, and in the first 6 months, and this same time period we have 5, so 2.5 times. Highest price sale last year was 37.5, and for the first 6 months, and this year it wasn't that much more. It was only $1,750,000 more, 39,250, less than 2 million more. Cash sales last year for $1 million or more, it was 51.8%, and this year 57.1%. So keep in mind, when we look at that number, it's less than 6% more, but that's out of 4 times as many homes sold, and that's at much higher price points. So it's not just like under 6% more. There are so many other factors that are there. So with that said, let's go to single family homes. Let me move up a little bit. Go just a little bit more. Okay, so single family homes this year, there are 447 that were sold this year. And when I say this year, I apologize. This year means the first 6 months, and I'm probably going to mess up again. I'm going to say this year, but it's the first 6 months. So this year, same time period, there were 447 single family homes sold. 447 sold last year. This year, 1,572. So almost 4 times as much. 5 million or more, there were 30 last year. This year, 190. So more than 6 times as much. 10 million or more last year, only 6. This year, this is crazy, 83. That's so many times more. It's almost 14 times as much. 20 million or more, this is crazy too. 20 million or more, 2 last year, 17 this year, 8.5 times more. And the highest price sale, so we saw that above. Highest price sale was 37.5 last year. This year it was a single family home. It was 39,250,000. And like, if you want like information on some of these homes, or you want to know which was the home last year and which was the home this year, just DM me or just put a comment below, and I'll be happy to share that info with you. So cash sales this year in single family homes, they're typically less than condos for whatever reason. And so this year it was 42.3%. I'm sorry, last year it was 42.3% for $1 million or more single family homes sold in the first 6 months. This year, it's about 5% more, 5.3% more, 47.6%, January 1st to June 28, 2021. Okay, so single family homes, that was the data. So now let's go to townhomes, condos or townhomes. And let me see if I can move this up a bit. One more, whatever. Not that great with moving this. Let me try a little bit more. That's okay. I'll get to the cash sale at the end. So this year, let me try one more thing because that's how I am. I always try one more time. Okay, anyways, I don't want to make you wait forever. I think I got everything. So condos, townhomes, villas, attached homes, basically. Last year, last year, $1 million or more properties sold in the first 6 months. It was 322. This year, 1436. So roughly 4%, 4 times as many. 5 million or more, 25 last year, 176 this year. So that's about 8 times as, well, 7 times, I'm sorry, my math was off there, 7 times as much this year than last year. 10 million or more, 8 were sold last year in the first 6 months, 49 were sold in the first 6 months this year. So that's more than 6 times as much. 20 million or more, last year, 0. This year, 6. Big jump. And 30 million or more, 0 last year, this year, 2. And the highest price sale last year, first 6 months for condos, attached homes, last year was 19,800,000. This year, 35 million. And like I said, if you want to know the properties, just comment or DM me and I'll add the properties to that. I wasn't sure if you guys were interested in that or not. So cash sales percentage for $1 million or more in the attached homes, condos, townhomes, villas, co-ops. We do have a very small percentage of co-ops, not, it's totally different than New York. Most of them are condos here. But anyways, 64.9% were cash sales last year. So almost 2/3. This year it went up a bit. It's 67.6%. So roughly 2/3 again. But like I said in the past, right before, when I was talking about single family homes, it's gone up on like 4 times as many homes in higher price points. So it's a big difference. And if you see, you could still see above the cash sales for single family homes, and you can see it's 22% less last year for single family homes compared to condos, and this year it's roughly 20% more from condos, from attached homes to single family homes. So that's the data, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And sorry, like sometimes when I do these videos, I really apologize. I'm clunky, my words are bad. Like I say the wrong thing. I mean, say last year, this year, and I'm not a perfect presenter, way far from it. But I want to make sure that I get the data out to you guys as soon as possible. And I'm trying not to edit as much as I can. Obviously, these videos, these Zoom videos you're seeing, there's zero editing. I think for me, it's more consistent. It's better for me and for you guys, hopefully, to create more videos more consistently where you have the data and it doesn't have to look as pretty, because I think the content is way more important than how pretty it looks and the effects and stuff. And if I screw up by saying stuff, sometimes meaning I say last year instead of this year, or I say single family home instead of condos, hopefully you can see it yourself and you can see, the few mistakes that I make. And like I mentioned, if you want this data, I'm going to have a link to it where you can study it if you'd like. And as always, if you need help with real estate, you want to buy something, you want to sell something, or you just want to, you're curious and you want to know more data about whether it's your neighborhood, a price point, even a new construction building that you want to buy or do an Airbnb, just contact us. You don't have to do business with us. We just want to help in any way that we can. Even though we're very busy, obviously, we'd always love to get new clients. More important than that, we'd always like to create a new friendship with you guys. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you subscribing, hitting that notification, getting all our videos. And thanks so much for taking time out of your day to get to know a little bit more about us and the market. All the best, guys. Take care, stay safe, and love you. Bye.